How's it going, everyone? This is Tricks from Meta Smash, and this is going to be an in-depth guide on the mentality you should be using when you're thinking about switching between Pyra and Mythra. Of course, this is just my personal opinion, and this is not the only way to play this character. However, I've found this to be extremely effective when applied properly. For the most part, at face value, many players look at Pyra and Mythra as a strength and speed character combined into one, Pyra being the strength and Mythra being the speed. Use Pyra when you want to get kills, and use Mythra when you want to do combos and put on damage. However, they both have the ability to accomplish both goals. Let's take a look at Mythra first. She's often been compared to Sheik in that she has very fast aerials, frame data, ground speed, and air speed. And although all of this is true, I find that she actually plays a lot more like Roy. And the number one reason why I believe this is because of her inability to manipulate her aerial drift. When you jump away or towards your opponent with an aerial, you're going to be committing very heavily to the trajectory of your jump, which means if you use your full momentum to jump towards someone, it is incredibly difficult to pull back and space your aerials safely. The speed in which you take off from the ground is going to dictate all of your spacing. If you jump towards somebody very quickly, it is very hard not to land on their shield. So with this in mind, rather than trying to play her like a traditional sword character, you're much better off trying to cross up your opponent's shield. Also, unlike a traditional sword character, Mythra has a frame 2 jab. This is one of her very best get off me tools, and it shouldn't be overlooked as just a jab. And since Mythra's playstyle revolves around a hit and run 2 and 3 piece combo game, using your jab to create space between you and your opponent can make Mythra even harder to hit and won't mess up your combo potential. Alongside Mythra's jab, she also has combo starting tilts. However, her tilts transition into moderate combos and ultimately into a devastating advantage state. Her combo game does not reflect that of Sheik, Falco, Peach, or Pikachu, where you're going to be getting 5, 6, 7, or even 8 hit combos. This is definitely something you should keep in mind, and it will stop you from accidentally overextending. And finally, one of Mythra's greatest strengths is her mobility. It is typically looked at as a weapon of offense, however, it can also be used for incredible defense, camping, and simply running away from your opponent. Having one of the fastest fast falls in the game, incredible ground speed, and air speed makes Mythra incredibly hard to hit. And since she is such a fast moving target, you can use her mobility to aggravate your opponent and catch them off balance, making neutral wins much easier to come by. And now let's take a look at Pyra. When most people think of Pyra, they think kill power, slow, and strong. But with strength also comes damage output and intimidation. Having Pyra on stage has the ability to slow down your opponent and make them second guess their approach options. Pyra's strength, mixed with her insane disjointed range, can often be enough to force your opponent into shielding, spot dodging or air dodging when they don't want to, or choosing a panic option in the corner. Since most of her tilts, all of her aerials, and of course all of her smash attacks have tremendous kill power, it doesn't take much to catch your opponent and take a stock very quickly. If Mythra is a submachine gun, then Pyra is a sniper rifle. And she should be treated as such. Precision and timing is what's going to make her the most deadly. And now that we understand their archetypes a little bit better, let's talk about how to actually play them on the stage. Primarily, you're going to want to use Mythra to box out the middle of the stage and get very easy neutral wins. You're going to want to use her borderline legless aerials, tilts, platform mobility, and jump height and speed to try and dominate the middle of the stage. And by successfully doing so, you'll be able to set up for ledge traps and juggle situations. This is where Pyra thrives. Getting your opponent trapped on platforms or making it very difficult for them to land is going to be one of the best ways to take stocks. I feel as though optimal Pyra play will be on the outskirts of the stage where her mobility will nearly be a non-factor. Walling out your opponent from center stage with giant active hitboxes will be the key to Pyra in the future. And finally, let's put it all together with this demonstration. You'll see that I'm starting off the match as Mythra to use her mobility and frame data to keep up with Joker. The neutral exchanges are very hit and run, and no serious combos are going to occur. This is because both players are playing incredibly safely. I'm trying to keep things simple and just box out the middle as much as I possibly can, as I know that Arsene will be here very shortly. I happen to get a ledge trap opportunity and quickly switch over to Pyra. Once Arsene is here, I use Blazing End and try my best to keep my distance and put on as much damage as possible just to try and get rid of Arsene. This also stuffs out his grounded approaches and allows me to reposition. By using this strategy, I was able to keep him away and I was only hit twice while he had Arsene. Once our Senna's gone, I switch back into Mythra since the threat of kill power is now gone. Then from there, I get an easy neutral win with dash attack, then quickly switch into Pyra for the ledge trap. And now with the lead, I use Mythra's mobility to run away and try and put on chip damage to push my lead. This is just a quick example of all of the strategies coming together in one interaction. And with that, that's going to be it for the video. This is going to wrap up day number 16 of our daily Pyra and Mythra guides. If you are new to the channel and this is the first time you've ever heard of Meta of Smash, please consider subscribing. I have a goal of reaching 40,000 subs and 500,000 views by the end of the month. It's a huge goal to try and reach, but I think it's possible with your help. And once again, this is Tricks from Meta of Smash saying thanks for watching the video.